From elsewhere around the country, as we often do, video from the Florida Panhandle, where a pair of water spouts spotted yesterday. Seen them off the coast of Florida frequently because of the warm water there. Anytime you get some thunderstorms developing. Now, water spouts typically don't have winds that are quite as strong as tornadoes. But about 500 water spouts form off the Florida coast each year. That is a number that I did not know specifically.
Is it this, is it pretty usual that they come in pairs or more than one at the same time?
You can see three or four. I believe this storm at one point had, I think, 4 that were produced at the same time yesterday. I saw a picture on Twitter of that. So there's the rain on the left-hand side and the water spouts just outside of that. But they can do a little bit of damage if they make their way on shore.
Oh, I can imagine. And you definitely don't want to be on a boat right near there in the water either.
No, you don't. Whether from the lightning threat or from the wind threat or anything like that. Around here, we just have the potential for some regular old storms later on today. In the meantime, it's warm and muggy. Let's talk about the rain right now. There's very little of it. Look very carefully at Pickett County in northeastern Middle Tennessee. A little shower has popped up there. It's moving off to the east, so it's not going to have too much of an impact except directly over Pickett County around Byrdstown, scooting to the north of Jamestown there in Fentress County. Some more showers back in West Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on those, but the bulk of the activity has been happening outside the mid-state. Storms to our north, not really a concern for us. These storms to the west are kind of the wild card. These specific thunderstorms, this bow here producing some very gusty winds, is diving almost straight south down into Arkansas, but the eastern extent of it is starting to nudge a little bit farther to the east, and as it pushes out some rain-cooled air, it could develop some more storms in southeastern Missouri, eastern Arkansas, west Tennessee, and then those would move towards us. It's about a 50-50 chance of that happening, which complicates the forecast for the rest of the day, because if those storms develop, our rain chances are going to be at their highest right around the middle of the day. If those storms don't develop, and there's a 50-50 chance of that too, we're going to see some more scattered storms, but they're going to be later in the day and they're not going to be as organized. So it's a real touch and go forecast throughout the day. It's going to be warm, sticky, just gross outside, and there's that chance of storms. That's the basics of the forecast. The details are the complicated part. Right now, we do have a mix of clouds and sunshine across the mid-state. Not really seeing any fog out there to slow down the morning commute, and very little rain, again, right now to start the day. But it is warm and it is muggy. You'll notice it immediately as you open the door. You just want to shut the door right away. 78 degrees right now in Nashville, also 78 in Hopkinsville, a degree below 70 in Livingston and Crossville, but you're the exceptions. Most of us mid to upper 70s for backyard temperatures this morning. Warming up to the upper 80s by noon. Thunderstorms possible at that point. Again, that's our 50-50 chance. But if those storms don't take shape and move towards us, then we'll have to wait until later in the afternoon for spotty thunderstorms. Either way, it's a decent chance of rain throughout the day. It's just a matter of exactly when it's going to develop. In between, temperatures will be hot. It'll be around the low 90s with heat indices around 100 degrees. The computers think those storms are going to develop to our west, and they bring them in by late morning towards early afternoon. I have a very low confidence in what the computer models have been spitting out recently because they haven't been handling this weather pattern very well. But let's assume this one's right. That would bring the best chance of storms in by late morning into early afternoon. Then they move off to the southeast, and we see limited storm chances later in the afternoon. If this computer isn't right, then we don't see as much rain around middle of the day, and we'll see a better chance of scattered thunderstorms developing right overhead throughout the afternoon. Either way, things will settle down as the sun goes down tonight, and either way, we're still looking at a good chance of thunderstorms overhead tomorrow, and some of those could be a little bit stronger. We're going to be seeing the heart of this unsettled weather pattern pretty much directly overhead, with thunderstorms developing by late morning to around early afternoon, and more scattered strong thunderstorms throughout the day tomorrow. Marginal risk of severe weather today and tomorrow, as outlined by the Storm Prediction Center. The main threat out of the very strongest storms will be damaging straight line winds, but heavy rain, frequent lightning, also a possibility. We'll get rid of the unsettled weather pattern, and my headache will go away as we head into the weekend. Temperatures will warm up, though, as we get rid of the best rain chances up into the low to mid 90s Sunday and Monday.
I know how accurate you really try to be, and this kind of does drive you crazy, doesn't it?
Oh, just a bit.
There you go, Paul.